Hey there, y'all. Welcome back to Coffee Date Thursday. I'm a little sleepy this morning. I am not drinking coffee. I am drinking what is this called again? Plantation mint tea. Out of one of my Mama's mugs. I love this. I used to drink hot cocoa out of this when I was a little bitty person. So I'm kind of sleepy because there's no caffeine in this. I woke up nauseous and with horrible cramps. And isn't that just the best way to wake up on a Thursday? So I'm gonna try to hang in here today. I'm actually pretty excited about today's Coffee Date Thursday theme. If this is the first time you are watching one of my Coffee Date Thursday videos, Coffee Date Thursday is a Facebook group and a collab group between several YouTubers. We get a theme every week and we all get up in the morning and drink our coffee and talk about whatever the theme is. And this week's theme is spring break plans or what you did on spring break. I know that this past week was spring break for a lot of people in at least Texas, I think, in the South. I'm not entirely sure exactly. In New Orleans, we get basically 2 spring breaks because usually we have a break at Mardi Gras and then another break at Easter. So we're usually kind of off before and after everyone else. And by off, I mean people's children are out of school because I'm not off work. However, I did take 2 days off last week to drive to Texas for a Renaissance festival, which, you know, I love. And this was a Renaissance festival I had never been to before. So we're going to count this as my spring break. So this is what I did last weekend, and when I get to work, I'm going to try and do some clip editing magic and show you some of the fun stuff I did, which was mostly get dressed up in costumes and drink too much with my friends and listen to music. But some really specifically fun things happened while we were there as well, so I'm excited to share them with you. So, happy Thursday. All right, the festival that we drove to visit for our spring break was the Sherwood Forest Faire, which is located in a little bitty place in Texas, east of Austin. And this was probably the farthest we've driven for a weekend trip. So we took actually 1 extra day off so that we could kind of enjoy the time. So I took off of work Thursday and Friday, and we drove on Thursday. Driving from New Orleans to Sherwood Forest Faire campgrounds, according to Google Maps, should take about 7 hours. But no offense to all of you Texans, but you know that's not true. It's a lie. If you look at Google Maps and you're driving somewhere in Texas, like, you have to tack on like at least an hour and a half, especially if you're going anywhere close to Houston. It's just, in my experience, it's true. Texans, if there's a secret, please tell me what it is, because I do drive across Texas a couple of times a year, and yeah. My phone died. Anyway, the drive to Sherwood Forest Faire took actually 9 hours, which is a pretty long drive, but we entertained ourselves with music and podcasts, which, you know, I'm obsessed with, and we had really nice weather, so it was good. So we arrived at camp, and our friends had already arrived and kind of staked out a space for our group. And we immediately cracked open some beers and pitched our tent and settled in with our friends. These are people that we meet up with twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year, to camp and go to Renaissance festivals, and they're from all over the place, like 5 different states, and a really diverse and fun group of people. And so we just proceeded to have a really good time, including sitting around a campfire, playing a lot of music and having sing-alongs, and of course talking about what's been going on since last time we saw each other, which was, I think, November. Then the next morning, we get up, we cook some breakfast food, and immediately get dressed up and head in to the fair. And I've been to a lot of Renaissance festivals, and I think I definitely will return to Sherwood Forest Faire if you're into that sort of thing. I recommend it if you're an adult or if you have kids. What I liked about this fair was I think it had a little bit of something for everybody. There was a lot of very family-friendly entertainment. But also several really nice pubs and more adult entertainment. In In terms of the entertainment, actually, now that I think about it, it was really, really family-friendly entertainment. I didn't hear any like body comedy even or anything. May have to look for that when I go back next year. It's a good size fair. It's not really gigantic like the Texas Renaissance Festival, which is the really, really big one that we go to every year. It's kind of like the Disney World of Renaissance fairs. It was a really nice size, big enough that there was a lot to see, but not so big that it was overwhelming. And it was small enough that it still felt kind of quaint is not really the word I'm looking for, but I have not had caffeine yet today. Overall, we had a lot of fun. The pubs had a really great selection of beers, a lot of which came from local breweries, which I love when they have that. And every night, at the end of the night, there's a really big pub sing. And that, of course, was really fun. Camping was really fun. There's no videos or photos of camping, thank goodness, because that was a lot of ridiculousness. I don't know how many of you are really interested in Renaissance Festival stuff. I'm putting together a kind of more comprehensive video of our time at Sherwood Forest Festival for my other channel, Sally Mayhem. It's probably going to take me a few days to get that one together because I'm still waiting for some people to send me more video clips that they took. But overall, it was a really good time. And this one really crazy, amazing thing happened. We met this couple and their daughter who were camping really close by with us, and they're also musicians, and they kind of do a lot of the same types of things that we do, except that they live in Austin, so I don't know if I will ever see them again because it's so far away. But they were so great, and we had such a good time with them, and they were so... the woman in particular, she was so patient even with me because I was, kind of just completely wasted every time we hung out. And at the end of our trip, she came back over to our camp and she gave me her ukulele. Like, can you believe that? Oh, I don't want to beat it up with this necklace. It was just the sweetest and kindest thing it was already a really wonderful weekend, and it was just a moment of really humility for me and of gratitude, and so I love this. I will absolutely cherish this and make a lot of good memories with it, and I can't wait to start playing it soon. So that was kind of a magical, lucky moment for me this weekend, in addition to all the other fun I had with amazing people. I really love camping with friends. I think it's just such an amazing way to get away from our phones and YouTube and television and noise that we have every day. And it was really important for me because in between Mardi Gras and this trip, I've had a lot of stress and kind of been struggling with my anxiety and kind of finding a balance in some way. And so this trip was really perfect for that. So in terms of spring breaks, I'm pretty happy with it. I can't wait to see what your spring break plans are. Happy Thursday to you, or as I like to call it, Friday Eve. I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.